Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. This video will be about the market overview. We'll see what is going on with crypto market and what is going on with stock market, and I will try to explain my view. What do I see? What we will expect upcoming days or maybe weeks. So I think I will start with SP500. Let's go to SP500. So what do we see? If you remember from my last video, I was talking about this key resistance level. Let me turn on FVGs. I will not use any EMAs. I think FVGs will be enough for me. So what do we see? We can see that price came to this bearish order block, right? Rejected a bit higher from $5,900, even though my resistance zone was in this area between 5,789 and 5,840. We can see that previous days SP500 could manage to break through, but look at this yesterday's candle. Let me zoom in. We can see this candle of uncertainty, right? And whenever we saw a candle like this on a top or in a low, this usually was giving a sign of the trend reversal. Example, look here in the May 7. As a result, we got this 5% of the move. Right now, we see the same picture, the same candle. Now let's see how deep the pullback gonna be. Another example is here, February 26th, we have this candle of uncertainty, and as a result, our market continued to go lower. So, let me zoom out and see where the price may go. Actually, it has a lot of gaps to fill. I don't mean only about these gaps, but I mean also about the FVGs. Sorry, this daily FVG. Now let's go to weekly time frame. Okay, weekly time frame looks so far good, but we have still 1 day and 14 hours for the weekly close, and depending how this weekly close gonna be, it can tell us more about the upcoming pullback. So let me also check 3D. Okay, 3D will close in 4 days. 2D, 2D, we can see this bearish divergence. Look at this I don't need. Just a second, where's my... Okay. Here it is. So this is the high. This is the recent high. This is the high, and this is the high on the RSI. Or let me circle it. This and this. So what do we have here? We have higher low, right? Lower high, sorry. Yes, lower high. Sorry, I had to check. I'm always confused somehow in my head, lower high or high low. So yeah, we have here this lower high has formed, right? This was our highest high. Now this is our lowest high. And as a result, it means that price should correct. So we have here this Fibonacci. I will delete it. It's not relevant anymore. And I will put a new Fib level from this week to this recent high. So what do we see here? We can see that this golden pocket of Fibonacci, it comes exactly to this 2D FVG, also at this area at 0.75, we can see this gap that was formed long ago. And this daily FVG, if we go to weekly time frame, on weekly time frame, okay, it doesn't show me an FVG here. It shows me a bit higher. What is this one? Oh, sorry. I think I will delete this one as well. It's not relevant anymore. And I will delete this. I don't need it. So yeah, I think we will work just with 2D and daily time frames because they have better picture. Better chart. So we can see first sign, this bearish divergence, right, on 2D. Then what else do we have? We can see that price rejected from this daily bearish order block. It's 2D, but on daily we have it, right? So I'm expecting a pull back. This I will delete. These levels I will delete as well. So if I will put Fibonacci from this low to this high on 2D, it shows me this area as a potential good support area. But if I want to work with a smaller price area, if I will put Fibonacci from this low to this high, we can see this first upcoming support area. Why did I put here and here this Fibonacci? Because how do we put fibs? We put fibs from the low to the high, but from the low where the price started its biggest move, right? So here it started this bullish move from this area and stopped here. But if I want to take a bigger pictures and then start from this low to this high. So that's why I put these two fibs and shows us these levels. But let's go to daily time frame and see. On daily, we can see that exactly at the 0.75, 0.618 or 5,700, 5,662 area, we can see this gap. So it was also right to put Fibonacci here, which means, just a second, on daily we also have this bearish divergence, by the way. Look at the RSI, price here goes down, RSI was going higher, right? So we have even on daily time frame, bearish divergence. Now, first possibility is price will drop to fill this gap or till this golden pocket area on Fibonacci and will bounce, and this will be a good sign in this case. It will be good if the price will break through this previous resistance zone and will go higher. Like this will mean us that this was another bottom, and now we will go most probably to this high or maybe to new all-time high. Another possibility, it's more bearish. Price comes to this area, bounces but rejects from these resistance areas, and in this case it goes much lower to fill this FVG. And the same scenario, if it will not hold this FVG or Fibonacci zone, it will give a daily close below. I know it will give this kind of drops, with this big red candles. In this case, it will just go lower to this low. All right, so there are several possibilities, which means if SP500 is bearish, the rest of the market will also follow the king of the market, right? So this was about SP500. Now let's go to TZA. If I cannot open here Twitter, but go to my Twitter. There was a tweet. Actually, just a second. So here is the tweet. TZA. You should know what is TZA. I talked about many times, so I will not talk about right now here. So what do we see? I had this level. It didn't trigger my alarm. It already started bouncing a bit higher. I should have put several alarms set, but it is what it is. It's okay. What do we see? We can see that it started to bounce, and I said that if TCA will be bullish, means that stock market will decline in the price. Right now, let me current interval only. Now let me check high time frame TCA. If it has some strong bullish signs. If it will, it means that most probably this was a top, another top uh, in the US market, and another top in crypto. But about crypto, we'll talk a bit about it a bit later. That's why also I said to book your spot positions. If you took spot since last videos that I made, and we see that altcoins, since then altcoins did at least minimum 20% up. Some did pretty well. So if you had spot setups, please book some, move stop loss to break even, and we will start buying them a bit later. So TZA, currently we can see that it bounced from this bullish order block. Also, I would want to see the weekly close. And another thing, it shows me weekly bullish divergence. Look at here. And it didn't form yet, but it is forming. So, so what do we have here? We have here a higher low, right? This was a lower low, and this is a higher low, which means that the price should continue going up. And here we already see this weekly FVG, so probably the TZA can pump until this weekly FVG, which is almost 29%, and reject. Of course, if it will give a bullish close above $19, then I will put it a bit lower. So I will put like this probably. So let's say $19. Then of course, most probably it will continue going higher towards to again this zone 25 from which it rejected, or maybe more higher, but I don't want to talk about right now because this will be completely different scenario. So far we will watch on the reaction here. Now I will just quickly go through weeks because I was not checking weeks honestly, and weeks, it's also important. So weeks, we can see this double bottom. It bounced from this support area at around 85. This green zone, the whole green zone is also support area. Now, of course, it can it will, but it should go higher according to technical analysis, and most probably it will again come to this zone from where it will be important to see a reaction. Okay, if it will reject, if it will give this kind of long wicks, it will be another bottom. It will give a sign of another bottom in the market. Now let's go to wicks. All right, wicks bouncing from this weekly FEG or this low at around $17. Last time I took a long, but I got stopped. And currently it also has bullish divergence on a daily time frame. and it is showing um, higher low, right? This was the lowest low. This is the highest low, and currently it has this gap here, and this area, $22, $23, it is a resistance zone area. So what can happen on daily time frame? So either weeks comes to this area and rejects. It's important to see a bearish reaction, and in this case RSI should look like this. It comes to the middle and should reject. In this case, most probably RSI will try to go much lower than this zone, okay, and it will also give us a sign that VIX will continue going lower. So we'll have to watch on a daily time frame how it will react to this zone. If it will give a close above this resistance zone, then of course wicks will go much higher. Why it's not just a second, I will put fibs from this high to that low, and we can see again that this golden pocket, it comes exactly to this resistance areas. Last time wicks rejected exactly from $57 resistance zone. So if wicks gives us a breakout above this 22, then next resistance gonna be the 0.5 or 0.75 level. And of course, if it will give a close above these two zones, then wicks will continue going much higher towards the 80. And by the way, it's so interesting how all these levels work, because these levels that you can see, this black lines, I put manually. I had to zoom out, I had to search all these levels. And now when I put just these fibs, we can see how Fibonacci levels come exactly to this resistance zones. So yeah, these levels are very important. Every level will be very important to watch. Now, let me check gold. I didn't check gold. Okay, I had this setup. I thought that it will give a close above 0.75. Actually, I talked about this, but it didn't. It didn't. Let's go to lower time frame. We can see that it rejected from 0.75, and as a result it started to dump. But I was not checking gold and I didn't have any alarms, and of course I missed such opportunity to short gold. Currently it looks like it will continue going lower. Yeah, it looks like it will come to this zone and maybe losing this 2800, 2700 zone will lead the price to go much lower. Let me delete this all. So this and then this zones will be interesting to look for longs, but if you have short you can book some here then here. All right, so now let's talk about crypto. I will start with USDT dominance. From my last technical analysis, I was talking about this zone at around 4.38, 4.5. You know, this green zone area. You can see how many alarms I have also. So what do we have here? The price dropped. It came to this previous very important support zone, and as a result we can see this crazy pump. I can see this weekly FEG. Depending how this week will close, we still have 3 days. If the price will break through this FEG, Let me delete this, I don't need it anymore. And I will put Fibonacci from here to this low. So let's say if price breaks above 050618 and gives a close above these two levels, where it is, so let's say like this, then most probably it will continue to go higher. What do we have here now? I will put probably some line, resistance line, or no, let me put Fibonacci 1 2. So what do we have here? Yeah, so if the dominance gives a close above 050618, then this will be the next resistance level, 1.41 or 5.57%, 5.73% area, from where USD dominance should reject. Otherwise, if it will not give a bearish reaction, if it will not give a bearish reaction, then a close above or just consolidation above the zones will means that the dominance will continue going higher. Or even if it will reject, but will hold above this FVG, which comes to, let me highlight it like this. So this will be another support zone. Okay, which comes to 5.22, 5.38. So if it will pump through 5.04 towards 5.57 or 5.73, then reject, but will find a support at around 5.22, 5.39. In this case, expect a bullish trend continuation on this USDT dominance, and in this case, this resistance level from which last time US dominance rejected, this time it will break and go through, not through, towards to this weekly FVG areas or this Fibonacci levels. They all come to the same areas. Or here should be actually monthly FVG, but it's not, yeah, here it is, or towards to this monthly FVG. So let's say 7.51 should be very, very important zone in the future. Of course, if all these levels will be broken. But let me also check monthly. So monthly, we can see also that on monthly we have this monthly FVG. Currently it's bouncing. So far on this monthly FVG, and we have 16 days for the monthly close. Monthly is not giving me much right now. During the 16 days can happen a lot of things, so I will not say anything about monthly time frame because I need to wait. But according to how weekly time frame will react, not react, but will show itself during the 3 days, or even 3D is enough for me to see how 3D close gonna be, or 2D. According to this, we will understand if USD dominance will continue going higher or it will go back to these lows that I highlighted before. So yeah, currently it looks bullish. It means that today, tomorrow we will have bearish days, and then we will have to see how it will react from these three levels. If it will reject strongly, for example, it will leave this kind of wicks, it will keep rejecting. In this case, good news, this will be another bottom in the crypto, and for US dominance this will be another top. In this case, expect a drop towards to this 4.18 or 3.9 and lower, like 3.9 or 3.64. Currently it's hard to say. So yeah, this future scenarios for today. USD dominance looks bullish, means crypto will fall. And I'm not looking for long setups. I will look for long setups once USDT dominance comes here. And of course, if it will pump today until this area, then maybe today I will look for longs. Right now, current time, at my time, 1 p.m., no, I'm not looking for longs. I took 2 short positions and I will keep them running. Okay, so today is interesting how it will react from these levels. Next, let's talk about Bitcoin. So this short setup. Let's talk about Ethereum. So what do we have here? If you remember from my last trade setup, I was talking that I'm expecting Ethereum to come to this weekly FVG or 2543, but it went even higher towards the 2733 and rejected from this bearish order block. And currently, weekly close doesn't look well. Of course, we still have 3 days for the weekly close. And as you remember, I said if it will keep this support area, which was a resistance before, or 2397, if it will keep consolidating here, then next target gonna be 2984 or 3118 or maybe higher. And currently it's not only about weekly time frame, but we can align it with daily to this 3D. So right now I took short position. I'm gonna book a decent part at around where it is. Yeah, here, 2434. Let's go back. I'm gonna book like 50% because this zone comes to the support zone. And if I will see that price starts to consolidate, and shows some bullish divergence or higher lows, in this case, it will be a good chance to long Ethereum again and keep it until new targets. Or in case I will see that Ethereum comes to this low and gives a close below, and starting to give us lower highs. And of course there will be some bearish divergence. Of course, in this case it will go much lower. If we go to weekly time frame, I was talking about this scenario as well. So it will come to this 0.75 Fibonacci level, this weekly FVG, just to fill this area. Okay. Then we'll have to look for longs here at around 2000, 1900, and so on. So this is about Ethereum. Now let's go back to Bitcoin. Yeah, here's our Bitcoin. So what do we have right now? Daily time frame. Yeah, let's check daily. Okay, so daily time frame. Let me go back to this setup. I just want to see something. So I have this short setup. It's running good. If you remember from my last TA, I was talking about this zone. So it played out perfectly. It came to this Fibonacci levels, rejected from this area and started to give us this bearish signs on a lower time frame, right? And I was talking about this EMAs, but I think that it will go lower. Yeah, so first time when it came to this 50 MA, it bounced pretty well. It gave 4% of the move. But what did it do? It couldn't break above this high on 4-hour time frame. It showed us this bearish divergence, right? Then what else? We can see that we can see this bearish formation and that lower high was formed, and yeah, that's why the price again dropped. And currently, I think that it will not hold this 50 EMA. And currently, also we can see that 4-hour close was even lower than 50 EMA, which means that most probably it will continue to go lower. We can see that price also breaking below this low time frame support zone at 1001 101,900, oh sorry, 862. Also right now price is rejected from this 4-hour FEG. RSI flipped below 50, and retest of this 50 I think will bring more downside move. I'm expecting it to come towards to this $100 area. By the way, I was talking about this zone long ago as well. And yeah, again, by the way, on 4-hour last time, this May 12, we can see that price actually bounced exactly from this 1.618 Fibonacci level, and as a result it bounced. So you could try to long from this zone. And now, in my opinion, according to daily time frame, and of course according to USDT dominance, that it looks bullish, that US 500, sorry, SP 500 looks bearish, right? And on daily time frame we can see this crazy bearish divergence, then that the price is too far from the EMAs and it still didn't tested this EMAs here 2026, and you know that 2026 is usually good EMAs for the bullish trend continuation, right? So there are a lot of reasons that tells us that Bitcoin should give a nice pullback. So I'm expecting that. First of all, let me delete this. I will put now Fibonacci from this low to this recent high. Okay, so what do we see? We can see that this golden pocket Fibonacci, it comes exactly to this daily FEG 2026 EMAs, right? So this will be first strong support area from which price should give a nice bounce. But will it mean that from here it will go towards the new all-time high? No, because still price have a lot of resistance levels to break. This area will stand as a resistance. This area will stand as a resistance. So even if it will bounce, don't forget to book your profits on the way up and see how it's gonna react from these two areas, like 101,000 or 107,000. Like these areas could be good also to short again. And of course, if it will not give any good reaction, but it will start like closing below 0.75, showing weakness, showing something like here, starting to consolidate, and then it's starting to give a very close lower than the previous one. In this case, most probably it will nuke again towards this Fibonacci levels and maybe lower. I don't know. Once it comes here, I will check the market. Once it comes here, I will check the Bitcoin again. But let me check now. You know what? Probably I will work with this. Just a second. I need more high time frame chart where I can do a new TA. So weekly, yeah, I want to talk about weekly time frame. This I will delete, this I will delete, this I will delete. Do I have anything? 9, why 9? Okay, that I will leave. So what do we have on a weekly time frame? First of all, we can see this bearish divergence on the weekly. Here it is. So this was the high. This is a recent high. So this is the high and this is the high on the RSI. Then it shows us lower high, right? Because this high is lower than this one. Even though we still have 3 days for the weekly close, okay, but still it looks like suspicious for me. Then another thing, if I will put sorry, so if I will put Fibonacci from this low to this high, we can see that 0.75 comes to this EMAs or this area, $82,000. So it means that now we will have a deep pullback, and then it will be important the price to hold this zone, to not lose this area in this case. In the case if it loses it, we will see a deeper pullback towards this area 61, $55,000, which I was expecting to see it from here, but we had this scenario. Yeah, but we have what we have. Okay, so depending how weekly close will be, it will tell us if the pullback will be deep or not. In case 3D also looks bearish, we can see that here it also has this bearish divergence, but hidden one. Look, this is the high, this is the high, but when this high in January 19 was here, the RSI was here. So what do we see? RSI is lower, here it is higher. So this is a hidden bullish divergence. Okay. Yeah. So be prepared to have a pullback of 10, then 20, and worst case 40%. That's why I said if you bought spot positions, please book them, because altcoins in this case will give a good pullback. So this was a technical analysis of Bitcoin. This was the technical analysis of Bitcoin. Now let me check Bitcoin dominance. So what do we have here? Look how it kissed my level 65 and rejected. As I said, we can expect this kind of pullback. Of course, I was thinking that it could go to at least 60%, but it decided to find a support already at around where 50 EMA. And we go to daily time frame. Okay. Oh, actually, it was 2D. So on daily time frame, it almost came to this 200. It went lower than 100 EMA, but could find a support above the 61 area, or on this daily FVG, or this previous resistance zone. There are a lot of reasons why it found a support, but overall my view regarding Bitcoin dominance is played out, and that's why we had this crazy bounce, right? And right now there are several scenarios I will go to monthly time frame. So as I said, until monthly time frame, we will have still 16 days, and during the 16 days, I'm sorry, can happen a lot of things. So right now, I don't have anything to say, but if there will be a monthly close like this, as it was in October, it will be a good sign for altcoins. Means that dominance will continue dropping and it will drop like 9-10%. Of course, this will make altcoins to go crazy. But since we have still 16 days, during 16 days can happen a lot of things. Let's go to weekly time frame now. On weekly time frame, actually it came to 6 EMA. I think this one 26 or it's 20. It's 20 EMA. Okay, it came to 20 EMA and bounced. And since we have 3 days until weekly close, and it formed here this weekly FVG, for me it will be interesting to see how it's gonna close. If it will break through this weekly FVG, then most probably it will continue to go higher and will break this resistance zone 65, of course with some retest of this FVG zone, and will go towards the 70. This will mean not good news for altcoins. Altcoins might drop a lot. And since every altcoin is super different, individual, I would say, I cannot say like which one will drop more, which one will be stronger. You need to check it separately. So this is about weekly time frame. Now let's go to 3D. 3D will close today. So 3D looks interesting. It means that if I will put now Fibonacci on 3D, this high, this low, we can see that again this golden pocket comes exactly to this 3D FVG, where also we have this weekly FVG, right? So I would say the 64, 52 area will be very important. I mean, right now it looks bullish, and I'm expecting that it will continue to pump, and it will be important to see how it will react here. If it will reject, like strong bearish reaction, then this will be the top on Bitcoin dominance, and it will continue to go lower towards to this support area, or maybe much lower, as I said before. So right now I'm expecting a pump of 2-3%. 2-3% is enough to drop altcoins a lot, significantly, especially with bullish USDT dominance. All right, so yeah, and another thing, we can see bullish divergence even on daily time frame on Bitcoin dominance. Here's the RSI, here's the price. See, the price is it showed us higher low, and here it did the opposite. It's also a bullish hidden divergence, sorry. Then what else? 2D also looks bullish, like there's not much to comment. Then we have daily time frame. Daily time frame also has the same, at the same areas has this FVG, so we will have to look at these areas. I will now set these alarms higher. I will put first one on 0.5, then another one here, and then we will see how it's gonna react. If it will give a crazy bearish reaction today, then maybe today we will take longs, because if I will go and check altcoins, for example, Aptos, right, we can see that it's dropping a lot, already a lot, and if it will find a support, sorry, not support, if Bitcoin dominance will find a bearish reaction, a resistance, and then Aptos, for example, will be good to long either at this area where it has daily FEG, or it can go to this low again. Okay, so if you're looking to long, please go to higher time frames on altcoins and check higher time frames where it can find a support. If you remember, this TA is from it's from the stream about altcoins to buy spot. So we can see that actually on weekly time frame it bounced from this zone that I was talking about, but now it is rejecting. So yeah, it could go a bit lower. And of course, if USD dominance will pump like crazy, here or here, then expect Aptos to go much lower. Probably, let me put Fibs. I'm putting Fibonacci from this low to this high. So we can see that 0.5 comes right now to 4.49 on weekly time frame. So either it will find a support here, and in this case, it will go to the target that I was talking about, or if US dominance will really be bad, and in this case Aptos and most altcoins will give a significant drop like this. In this case it can find a support here. All right, or I put here this trend line, it can find support somewhere around this trend line, support line. All right, so I hope you understood my view. This is all from my side for now. Yeah, no bullish setups for me unless I see this unless I see the price found a support and like Bitcoin dominance found the resistance zone, and USD dominance also found a resistance zone. Okay, and don't forget that SP500 looks also bearish. So yeah, this is all from my side. If you like this video, please support me with your likes, comments, share this video. I will really appreciate, and I hope you also joined my challenge that I'm running on Crypto Fund Trader account. I started from 5k. Right now it's in a small minus, but I'm not worried because I'm not over trading and I'm following the risk management. And I hope that today these short setups that I took, they will make my account in profit. So yeah, this is all from my side, and see you. Bye bye.